you've seen these nails before. These are, I'm so sorry if you can hear my deep breath downstairs. The kid just started screaming. Oh my god. You've seen these aquarium nails before. This is a set that kind of inspired them. I did like, I want to say last year. I lost the other part of the like set I did in the video, so I just pulled these out to kind of complete it since they did kind of match. And as you can see, I have some facial hair. I'm letting it grow in currently. I'm like debating if I want to actually let my beard kind of come in, or if I'm just gonna keep shaving. So I'm gonna see how much I can tolerate it growing in, and if it's gonna darken. If it darkens, I'll probably keep it. Just let it keep growing in thicker. If it's just gonna look like this, make me look like a Discord moderator, I won't be shaving it again. But let's get it started. I have so much to catch you up on. Oh my god. Work has been insane. So if you don't know, I work for a university. And we just had a term start. So it's been really hectic. That was last week, like the registration deadline. Today is when classes start, which is so funny because I make sure all these students are ready and to go and they're comfortable and they feel good. And all these steps that I tell them to do, I didn't even do. And so today when I tried to log in, I'm trying to log into my class. It's not working because I didn't check if I had the correct access to everything, which is what I tell my students to do prior to classes beginning. So I was literally on the phone with IT and some other people like all morning trying to get this stuff figured out. So I need to email my instructor later today because I work for the university I attend, to let them know like, hey, I can't get in. Promise it's not, you know, me just not giving a fuck. And so that's fun. Normally I do. I'm so sorry if you can hear my neighbors. Oh my gosh. But normally I get all my assignments done like Sunday, and then all I have to do when my work week is over on Saturday is like do like responses if I need any for like a discussion post. So now I will have to do homework like on work night, which I hate, but it happens. I don't think I've ever done my makeup like, I mean I have, I literally just did, but like I feel like it's been a minute because like I'm struggling. Sorry, I'm back. It got like really bad, like that baby. I don't know how old this kid is. Don't think my fridge just kicked on, so I'm sorry if you hear that in the background, but like this kid is not just like a tantrum cry, like it's like screaming, like in pain sounding, and I'm like, oh, it's like I'm just sitting here like listening, trying to like, and it doesn't sound like anybody's like, I don't know, like, and you can only hear so much, but like, oh my god, it was like, that was like gut wrenching. It makes me just feel funny, and like, and it's probably just like a normal kid upset, or maybe they got in trouble, but it's just like, oh, I don't know. Kids upset like just makes me upset. I don't know if it's because like what I went through as a kid or what, but like, but anyway, so yeah, I didn't get to do, I'm like still listening. I don't really hear anything happening now. And obviously I'm trying not to think the worst, you know, obviously, or anything like that, but it's just, I think growing up with the worst, it's hard not to, I think. So, because it's like, I think when you've been through that, you kind of hope that somebody will realize what's going on. And then, you know what I mean? I don't know. This smells so good. This is the Say Star Glow. A glowy super gel in the shade Star Glow. It's like a very floral scent, which I think is funny because I don't think I initially really liked the smell of this. Anyway, but work's been like really hectic and just been like kind of, I don't want to say drama going on, but like just some crazy shit, you know? So there are like metrics and like goals that we have for our role, right? And I don't know if you guys know this, but people commit fraud like a lot, like within university and college. And it's like, there's different types of fraud, but the ones that I run into with my role are people stealing other people's information and then using them to apply to college. And you might think like, what the fuck, why would somebody do that? It's to scam the government, like to get their financial aid money. Now, I'm not going to talk about like how we know or like what the signs are, because obviously I would get my ass beat, but that's like a really big negative with like our metrics and stuff, right? Because fraud is a big part of that. And so we have like this big meeting, right, where like every admissions like person comes to, and our VP of admissions is in there to answer questions and to kind of give updates on like initiatives and changes that's going to happen and stuff like that. And somebody brought that up in this meeting and was like, what are we doing to help kind of mitigate this? And are you taking that into account of some of our metrics because of the uptick? It's been a lot recently. And I'm newer to the role, and I was told like it's a lot. And this bitch, I'm gonna say bitch because what the fuck? This bitch goes, oh, well, you need to be asking yourself, what could you have done to stop that fraudulent individual from getting through the process? What could you have done? Mind you, the entire time that I've been in my role, very short time, it's been told fraud is not your job, and if you try to say someone is fraud, you can be getting in trouble for bias of some sort of kind. Oh, shit. So it's not our job. There is other teams that mitigate and try and catch fraud, and like there's ways that we do this. Again, I can't really share that with you, but like there are ways that they catch it. But the thing is, in how they catch it, it doesn't work every time. People do slip through, and I have several individuals I believe are fraudulent students, like not who they say they are. And for her to say that shit was like absolutely gobsmacked. Like, and she got so defensive with it. Like, didn't even answer this girl's question, mind you. Literally said it was a sorry excuse. Sorry, I'm getting loud because I'm irritated. Said it was a sorry excuse for not taking responsibility on why, like, her metrics look that way. And, like, first of all, I've never had a problem taking accountability or responsibility for something I did. Can it suck to do that? Yes, it does suck to take accountability sometimes. Because it's like, you know, you can try your best, you can have really good intentions, but sometimes it's not about the intentions and shit like that. You know, and that's kind of the part of becoming an adult, is having to, oh my god, I'm so orange. I think this is like kind of expired. I might need to get something new. But anyway, it was just batshit insane. Mind you, the person that she was speaking to about this was like someone who's been in this role for a very long time. So if someone in this role for a very long time is bringing this something up, and the thing is this VP was not in our seat very long. And I'm not saying that doesn't mean that she is incapable of doing her job or anything like that. She seems very kind. She's also just one of those people who's like very corporate. Like, they speak in a manner that's just like, oh my god. And I mean that in like a respectful way, of course, but it's like, just talk to me like a normal human. Like, they sound like Siri, you know? Like, legitimately, that's what they sound like to me. Like with how they use like corporate jargon and how they go about answering questions by not answering the question. Like they'll be like, yeah, let me ask you a question to answer that question, bitch. And she's doing this in front of like something, it's like 600 people, and like dogging on this woman, which I think was incredibly unprofessional, because you're the VP. Like, what the fuck, right? And that's just me. And I talked to a few other people who were in that meeting, and they felt the same way, because also in the same breath was like talking about our metrics specifically. And I just poked myself, talking about how, well, we don't just care about numbers, but at the same time, the numbers tell a story. But then when we're trying to explain the numbers to tell that story, it's an excuse. Just say, like, and it's like, I don't care. Like, if you say you just care about the metrics and your numbers, that's fine. Just say that. Like, say it with your chest. Like, don't pull some bullshit, like saying, like, oh, well, we know that you're human, but also we're gonna threaten to fire you if you don't do what we say. That's like every other job. Like, hello. It was just that meeting specifically literally ruined my mood. Like, I was so irritated with the way that was framed, because personally to me it just brought more questions. Like, what the fuck? Like, it just was insane. Like, okay, so because when she was like, well, what could have you done? Yeah, what could have she done? Because you did not say what she could have done, because it's not our job. So what the fuck would we do? Like, it was just insane horseshit that doesn't want to take like responsibility for things. And it's like, I get it. Like, she's not the person who necessarily's fault it is. Like, she's explained like how they determine metrics and shit like that. But I just like, I think that was a good question. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know, whatever. So that's kind of caused a little bit of a tension thing, because also we just, and again, I can't really explain, but like, one of the things that did kind of help take away a lot of fraudulent activity was a requirement that we just took away. And so I've had more people been able to slip through the cracks because we've waived that requirement. And they haven't really implemented any other things in lieu of that, if that makes sense. But they're like, oh, we're working on it. So why did you waive it already? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then to blame it on the people who, again, it's not their job to mitigate that is insane. So that was really irritating. That happened recently at work. Like, the fuck. Whatever. Like, and it's like, is it that serious? No, but like, also, I just thought that was such an insane type of, and it, like, the tension was crazy in that meeting. It was bad. And the funny thing is about those meetings is we used to have those weekly, but they got changed to monthly, like I think once a month, because people in the last one were dogging in front of the, we're talking incredibly inappropriately about other departments and shit. It's the fucking B. What are you doing? Talking like that in front of her. So she's like, so instead of the weekly, they're like, well, we're gonna just do a monthly one because the meetings have turned into a bullying session. Literally said that. And then was like, the chats aren't gonna be on, which, by the way, they were on and people were using them. Oh, and don't even let me comment on the individuals who were using it, because I'm not a fan of those individuals, I'll be honest. This is gonna look insane. But anyway, oh my god, she's like, don't even get me started with some of this. And that's when, like, it just was like so dumb, like, because people were like pulling names, like talking about people first and last names, like dropping, which I think is delusional to do in general in a corporate environment. But on top of that, if you're gonna do that, do it privately, because what the fuck are you doing it in a meeting with 600 participants in? And that includes our vice president. Are you kidding me? Like, I know I don't work with a lot of intelligent people. Okay, let me take it back. I know there are a good amount of individuals that are just not, like, socially inept. You know what I mean? But that is, like, the amount of people that were doing that was insane. Like, I was like, what the fuck? And, like, also some of the people that they were trying to blast are amazing, wonderful people. Like, I'm like, what the fuck are you, like, talking about when you're, like, shitting on this person? Oh my god, I might have to wipe this all off. I don't know what just fell. But it was just insane. Like, it just was, like, insane. That's all I have to say about it. It was batshit crazy. And just, like, everybody's behavior recently has been kind of like, what are you doing and why are you doing that type of thing. Okay, hold on. I think once I add a little bit of color into it, it'll be okay. I think because it's like I'm combining two shades, like a more tan shade and then like a winter shade together. So I think that just looks insane. And this is really old, so it's oxidized, which is why it's more orangey. But like, yeah, it's just like people's behavior recently has just been like, are we not professionals? And like, here's the thing, I'm sure my behavior has been marked as like not professional at some point, but I at least have like etiquette with it. Like, you know, and I don't know, like, fuck, I literally could not believe that shit happening in a meeting like that. And then like everybody ruined it for everybody else, so now we only get that meeting once a month. Because like the meetings were beneficial if you did pay attention, and they're also just like a really nice breather to get off the phone for a little bit. Like, I'm not saying I don't enjoy being helpful or anything like that, not at all my point. It's just like sometimes that little like, it's nice. And for people to just, because they're being assholes, to take that away, like, it just, so that was like crazy as well. Oh my gosh, it was just like, what the fuck are y'all doing? And then, you know, I'm already kind of having like a rough week. Like, I'm not in the mood to be at work. Like, my stomach and like my anxiety has been like at an all-time high. You know, I just like haven't been feeling the best on things. And I'm at work. I've only been at work for an hour. I'm on the call. I'm on a call with a student. Great call. And all of a fucking sudden, the air out of my lungs is just gone. And I'm like, the fuck? I can't breathe. And like, mind you, I'm still talking with this student. Like, we're ending the phone call, but we're still like on the call together. And like, I literally am talking like this because I'm like pushing, like I'm using every muscle in my fucking diaphragm. I look like one of those people who like face tune too much, like do the smooth and the whitening filter. I'm praying that blush and contour is gonna save this because I'm not redoing shit. But anyway, I literally cannot breathe. So we end the call. I'm like fighting for my life. My back, like right, like my back and my chest feel like someone's digging, like inside, grabbing things, and just like, I can't breathe. I'm like, I call my mom and I'm like, Mom, what the fuck is happening to me? And she's asking me all these questions. I'm like, I don't even know like how to answer these. Like, I don't know how I'm feeling. I feel horrible. And she's like, I think you might need to go to the hospital. Sounds like it could be a heart attack. Now if you guys don't know, I'm transgender, so like I was born biologically female, and then I'm transitioning, and so like when you're biologically female, which I think it's funny I say biologically female, biologically I'm not actually either, but long story short, it's a different type of symptoms for heart attacks, even though like most people's symptoms of heart attacks that people know are like what men experience. And women can't experience the same that men do, but oftentimes it's like dismissed as like anxiety or something for women just because those symptoms are different. And my mom is like, you're exhibiting like those other symptoms, like, sorry, you should go to the ER. I'm like, I'm at work. And then like, but I'm like trying to explain, like my back feels like someone is just like gripping my spine, like I can't move, and it's like pushing on my chest, so I can't breathe, like it's so bad. So she's like, can you like try and move? And I'm like, I cannot move, like everything I'm doing that you're suggesting is making it 5 times worse. And so like we're like talking through it. I have a hair on my nose, it's gonna kill me. And we're like talking through it. She's trying to help me. She's like, try and lay down. I go to my couch to lay down. Oh, I literally almost screamed. It hurt so fucking bad. Mind you, it's like 9 in the fucking morning. Like literally 9 in the morning. And so she's like, you need to go to the ER. Like there's 100% something wrong. Now mind you, I'm the only one with a license, so he can't drive me, and I'm not calling an ambulance. Baby, my paycheck goes to rent and food, and then I gotta wait till I get paid again to completely pay that off. So if you think for a fucking millisecond I'm about to pay for a $3,000 ride, you have me absolutely fucked up. And she's like, well, and then she was like, well, why don't you call an Uber? If I'm having a fucking heart attack, I'm not about to die in some poor Uber's fucking car. And so I wake up here, because he's home. He hasn't gone to work yet. I feel so bad, because he's not a morning person. I need to figure out how to actually contour double chin without looking like this. But anyway, I feel so bad because he is not a morning person at all. And so he like wakes up super last minute to go to work. And I'm like mortified. I'm crying. I'm like dragging myself to the bedroom because like I'm out here. I'm sitting actually at my work desk doing this. And I like drag myself. My mom's still on my phone. Mind you, okay, I'll get into it. So like I'm dragging myself there and I'm like shaking him awake. This hurts so bad because I'm like moving my body to shake him, and he's like looking at me all crazy, and I'm like, I'm literally like, I can't, I'm crying, but I'm not, because crying is hurting. Like it was so bad. And I like hang up the phone with my mom because she was like, if you're not gonna go to the hospital, it might just be your back, like you pinched a nerve or something. But my thing is, and this is why she was worried, is it wasn't what's the word she was using? Like a repeatable pain type of thing. So like, it's not something that I was able to replicate. That's what it was. And that could potentially mean, it is like a heart attack or something like that. Cause it's like, I'm not doing something to cause it, right? Like sitting funny or stretching. And so I'm explaining to him, or trying to, and he's like, and so he's amazing, and I love him so much, but like, so he got up, and my mom was like, why don't you try showering to see if heat's gonna help? And I'm at a point, like, I cannot move, like, I can't move, like, I can't lift my arms, because they hurt so bad. And I thought it was so insane, because literally just the other day, we were talking about like if one of us became like incapacitated to the point like, I don't know, like we were paralyzed, or just we would definitely need like assistance to kind of continue on with life, would we do that for each other? Which the answer was yes, but it was just like, wasn't expecting to see that in practice, I guess, anytime soon. And again, like, I'm super upset. I'm embarrassed. And it's like weird. I was so embarrassed. And mind you, we've been together for over 3 years, very happily. Very happily together. And seen, smelled, heard everything with this man, you know. And yet, I literally, like, he's helping me undress and, like, take my clothes off to get in the, like, the shower because, like, I legitimately couldn't move. And I'm, like, mortified. I'm, like, fucking embarrassed as fuck, and I'm crying, and I'm, like, I'm saying so, I'm sorry. And he's just, like, I don't know, that type of pain, bro. And, like, I can't even describe, like, that shit. That was awful. And so, like, my mom's, like, calling to kind of, like, keep checking up on me. Water is not helping. So I end up getting out of there. And she tells me to take, like, a certain amount of, like, Tylenol or whatever the fuck. I just wiped off my entire fucking foundation. Okay, whatever. I think I needed a softer brush to blend that. Or it's just gonna come off. Yeah, I think it's just gonna come off. Okay, but anyway. It was so bad. And then my mom is like, I think it might be like a kidney stone because I guess the area that I was describing, that's where my kidneys are. She's like, you wouldn't believe, like, a lot of people don't realize, like, how high, like, their kidneys are. And it could be, like, it's causing you back pain because that's, like, your kidney. I have not passed the stone or anything, so I don't think it was. I think I just truthfully pinched a nerve. Some way, shape, or form. I get out of the shower, I get a hold of my manager, and I'm like, hey dude, like, I'm so sorry, but like, I have to leave. Like, I think I have to go to the doctor. You know, and so Kier helps me kind of get like settled. Like, he gets me like laying down because we're like laying in the, like, on the couch trying to help because the couch is higher than our bed because our bed's like really fucking low. I have a hard time finding like a king frame that like isn't super low. So if anyone has recommendations for that, because we have to have a really big bed because he's super tall. He's a really tall dude, and like, bro, we slept on a queen for most of our relationship. I don't know how we did that. This king fucking mattress has like, I wouldn't say we would have ever broken up over being uncomfortable in bed, but I don't know how the fuck we did that for as long as we did. But anyway, not even the point. I'm trying to get comfortable on the couch. It's not working. It's not helping. I end up getting in bed, and that kind of helped a little bit. Like, I'm just trying to angle myself so I'm not like feeling like I'm howling in pain. And something that I've never done till I've reached adulthood was smoke weed. And he was like, do you want to try and smoke? Because he actually just started working at a dispensary and has brought some stuff home to try it to help kind of like recommend shit. And he's like, this might really help. And it did. Not like a ton, but it like helped me kind of relax, which was helping my back feel better because that was making it worse as I was like tensing because it hurt so bad. And it was like I couldn't help but tense. Like, it was like spasming. I don't know. It was fucking awful. And I felt so bad too because he ended up calling out of work to just like stay home with me to make sure I'm okay and make sure like I could get up okay. And the funniest thing too is like when I was like realizing that I was gonna have to ask him for help is I treated myself the day prior and I had gotten Dunkin' Donuts coffee and I had an extra one in the fridge for that morning, and I started drinking it. I don't give a fuck. I am someone who does not have a gallbladder, so when I eat or drink something, that's my cat. I have a very limited amount of time before I have to use the restroom. That's just how it is. You metabolize and digest things a lot faster because you don't have a gallbladder that's kind of like directing that. And I already also do not do well with dairy. So like, as he's helping me get undressed and we're getting in the shower, I'm thinking, I can't even undress myself. I'm gonna have to shit soon. And it's like, am I gonna be able to wipe my own ass? Like, and I'm not saying that that's like really embarrassing or anything like that. And the crazy thing is, I have had to wipe other people's asses before, and it's not embarrassing. It's like, you know, you do that for people because you love them, type of thing. But oh my god, I just don't think mentally I was prepared, you know what I'm saying, for that. Like, I don't know. And again, like, I don't know. It just was like, I can't do this today, but I did end up feeling a lot better. It did get better. It has happened again, but not to the extent that that happened. Like, it was, I had to call out of work, and then I called out the next day too, because I got no sleep because it was so painful, like so painful. I don't know if the contouring brought back anything or not, tell me. But it was so fucking bad. Like, I'm still not like over it either, because like if I don't know if I like it's really random, like the movements. I'll like feel okay and then it's fucked up again. So yeah, that was like an experience that I have. Like, seriously thought I was dying, like having a heart attack or some shit. Thankfully it wasn't that, but like, can you fucking imagine? Because heart problems do run in my family. So it's just like, I don't know. This shit had me like pissing, shitting, crying, legitimately. And then it pissed me off so bad too, because I feel like I've always like this past month and a half, bro, just everything in my fucking life. Like, I'm getting sick, I'm fine, I'm sick again. Oh, I'm super anxious, so I'm making myself fucking sick. Like, it's just like jail. So I've been missing work. And like, the great thing about my job is they are not like nasty about PTO or anything like that. Like, if you need to call out, they're like, okay, yeah, for sure. And they give out a good amount of PTO. Like, it's very easy to accrue PTO. And I've never had that at a job before, so I really love it. But yeah, oh my god, that was so, and I feel like I was so embarrassed too, because like, I don't think I called out that week, but I think I was like out the next week or some bullshit, and so I was just embarrassed that like I was like losing more time, and I had so much shit to do that day too, and that I didn't get to do because I left like really early into my shift. But yeah, it was so fucking bad. Like, I seriously cannot explain to you how horrible that shit felt. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand for contour. This is the shade Fair. I do think it works really good. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was like about. I don't know what caused it. Like, I didn't even move funny. I wasn't readjusting when it happened. I was literally just sitting here in my office chair doing my job, and then boom. Like, the fuck. So that was fun. But yeah, at least I have a very caring and loving partner that I can trust to help me and take care of me. I seriously, we're about to celebrate 3 years of being together, and it's just so, oh my gosh, I'm like seeing something out of the corner of my eye on my face. Do you see anything? I'm like out of my mind right now. But it's so crazy to be with someone for so long, and I don't know, it's bizarre. Like, I never even thought I would be like interested in men in general. So it's just, it's so crazy how stuff changes throughout like the years, but also like, I don't know, it's just insane. Like, and I feel like I've known this man for so long, and yet there's things I don't even know about him, you know what I mean? Like, I learn things about him all the time still, and it's exciting, you know, and I'm very excited to spend my life with him. Like, it's crazy, like the amount of shit that I feel like we've both been through. with the few years we have been together. And it's crazy, like, I think I felt this way when we first met too, like, that we've just known each other for a very long time. Like, it just was, like, natural, you know what I mean? But I'm sorry if, like, I keep itching this. Like, I feel like there's a hair and I can't. Oh, bitch, it just moved. Do you see it? Oh my god, I feel it. Oh, I fucking moved it. Okay, it better be off my face or I'm gonna tweak. Fucking freak the fuck out. Sorry, I need to be fucking blending your shit and I'm like losing my mind over here. But yeah, so that was like its own like little freak incident. I don't know. So that was like the big thing that I was like, I've been waiting to tell y'all about, because I was like, what the fuck? So I don't know if any of y'all have had that happen to you. If you have, like, do you recommend doing something? What I ended up doing that helped a lot is I have this really nice electric blanket. I got that out and I laid it on where, like, and I kind of laid weird. I don't know. It, like, literally the most fucked up position made myself, like, feel better. Probably wasn't the best thing to do, but I don't got money for medical bills right now, and unfortunately I live in an area that does allow medical bills to go to collections, and I'm trying to buy a house here soon, so, oh my god, which by the way, I found the cutest house for sale. It's technically out of budget by, what, like 19 grand, which is crazy because it's like at the tip top of my budget, but oh my god, I love it. It's updated, but it's an old house, and so it has a lot of character, and it has these built-in fucking bookshelves. And I sent it over to my mom because my mom's a realtor, and I'm like, and she was like, no. And then she's like, but do you want to see it? And I'm like, maybe. Like, and I don't know, I feel like stupid if I go see it, because like legitimately there's no reason to, because I can't buy it, but oh my god, it's so pretty. I was showing Kier while we were waiting for this lady to pull out at the parking lot at Costco so we could leave, because we went to Costco today, and I feel like that's so loud, the fuck. But and he was like, I really like it, and also it's at the top of my budget, but bro, this house is huge, it's gorgeous, and so the back has a own, like, it's like not a garage like for a car, but it's like, but it's not a shed, I would say it's like a garage. It's got a fucking kitchen in there and like a little area to sit, and it's also in an area here in Columbus that's like got a lot more opportunities for jobs there too. And I'm like, fuck, maybe we should take a little gander at it. But the thing is our lease is not up anytime soon here. I'm so sorry if you can hear those kids. And so like my thought process is like, okay, if we try and buy this house, we're gonna be putting like down payments while fucking paying rent here. You know what I mean? While still fucking paying rent. Like, it's like, that's expensive. And then on top of that, like, I'd have to go through our lease. But like a lot of times when you try and end a lease really early, you have to pay like a good amount of money, especially if it's super early with breaking a lease. So realistically, we couldn't do that. But gosh, it's so nice to think that like we could own. And my thing too is like, we spend so much money on this fucking apartment. Like, to me, it's like I might as well be fucking putting this money towards a fucking mortgage payment. Like, oh my god, like, it's so fucking pricey. But the thing is if anything happens, anything breaks, it's on us, you know? There's no maintenance, there's no, you know, there's no people who's doing our landscaping type of shit. So that's another thing. Like, I feel like I need like to get like maybe a promotion, or he needs to get a job that's like a little bit higher paying, because like he makes good money at his job, and it's a union job, which I love, and so is mine. But like, definitely needs some more, I think, income to make sure that that's not only comfortable, but like if something happens, we have a fund for it, because like say we did get the house, we would be what's called house poor. And essentially it means we can't afford the house. We can't afford anything else basically with our monthly income. Like we'll be able to pay our mortgage if there's HOA fees, which I don't think there is for this house. And then like our utilities, right? We'll be able to do that. And then like our insurance, like we'll be able to do that. And then that's it. Like like we'd be moving in with just the furniture we have, and we wouldn't be able to do anything for a long time, right? And that's with the minimum mortgage payment too. So, because my goal too is if I'm like my goal with like a house to be pay that mortgage off as soon as possible, obviously. And so I'm just really left with like the property shit and all that, which I really, and like property and insurance type of thing. Thankfully, because my mom's a realtor, she has really great connections with like lenders and stuff. So that stuff is very easily explained to me. Because my first time I got pre-approved, I think it was like for 300,000, I think was which is really great for just me, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, a lot of places here in the city are like just of that. But like again, this house, oh my god, it's like, the thing is this was just listed, so I'm sure potentially it could be decreased. Because the thing is like, if I wanted to try and like negotiate, I like would not be able to have them like negotiate the price down essentially. And the reason for that is I would be qualifying for like a first homeowner type of thing and some other stuff, or like assistance with down payment for the state that I live in. And for me to qualify and take advantage of that, the sellers have to like agree to like a certain things, like so that I can do that. And so if I was trying to kind of like talk to them about it, it would be me doing whatever the fuck I can to make them agree. And trying to negotiate the price would probably not be something that I'd be successful in, because then they'd probably be less likely to agree with me on other things to get me to be like, you know, to comply with the loan requirements. So I don't know, again, it's something I could talk to my mom about and the few lenders she knows to see what they can kind of figure out. But realistically, you know, and I haven't started making any more income, I don't believe, since the last time we chatted, so my pre-approval would still be the same. You get what I'm saying? So, or I believe so. I don't really remember. I don't know. I'm not a fucking expert. But that's the impression that I'm under. But it's such a gorgeous house, y'all. I would can you imagine me having a house? I'm so ready to get out of an apartment. Just to have like my own private area, like, and bro, if we did like that little garage area, I'd make it into my like ASMR thing, like, oh, like my little ASMR hutch or something. And I think it's like a 4-bedroom or 3-bedroom house, so we'd have our bedroom, then we'd have offices, so like for work, like, fuck, and it's just such a great area too, like, I can't tell you guys how like mad I am that I'm poor. Like I hate being poor every day of my life. So for the eyeshadow, I'm thinking like purple to kind of go with this. I think it'll fit nice with the green too. But yeah, so maybe I'll go see that house this weekend, even though I won't be able to actually do anything about it. I don't know, maybe if there is something in my lease that's like, it's really not that bad, I might do it. I can't get this fucking eyeshadow palette out. Got it. This is by ColourPop. I like you a lot. This is like 1,005 years old. So, kind of want to do sparkly to kind of match, because this is sparkly. But yeah, I don't know, I want to get out of apartments. I'm so sick of it. And I love like an older house aesthetic. That's all the type of houses I lived in. Like my grandparents, they built their home And I generally thought that these cars outside were crashing. Anyway, what I was saying is, I love like real wood and tile in homes. Like, I don't fucking like the vinyl shit. I get that it's like trendy and whatever, but like real hardwood and like carpentry in houses, fuck yes. And this is what the house has. It has like that charm to it. And it's like, fuck, it's so bad. Because it's just like the homes that I grew up in, and that's what he was saying too. It's like very similar to the homes that he grew up in as well. And it's just like, god damn it, let's just I don't know, both try to seduce the bank, and one of us will be successful, and then we can buy the house. Can you imagine? That's how somebody got a house, is they seduce somebody at the bank to get approved. Oh my gosh, my nails are too long to fucking do this shit right now. But yeah, I don't know, in my wildest dreams, maybe somebody can send me, what, $10,000, then maybe I'll buy a house. Okay, we'll start off with this and kind of go dark from there. It's so crazy because like there are people my age that like have gotten married and are starting to have children, and they don't even have like their own house. Like, but like they also don't live like in like an apartment either, because like I'm not dogging on starting a family in an apartment complex or anything like that. But I'm like, they like like, and again, I'm also not dogging on like staying with your parents or anything like that. My mom literally like had us live with my grandparents for years, and it was really great. I love my grandparents. In fact, I actually went back to live with them as a teenager, even though my mom had her own place, because, well, that's not necessarily my choice, but, you know, I love my grandparents. But, I just, like, I don't know, for me personally, I would want that type of, like, privacy, because, and again, they might have, like, different, but, like, even when I was staying at my grandparents' house, like, it's not private, and that's actually ended up why I ended up moving out, is because like Kira and I were you know together, and we wanted to kind of have you know privacy with each other, and can't really achieve that in a very old house that has no like sound softening. Like, you can hear anything and everything. And I also lived in the basement, so like, bro, you can hear people shitting and pissing because it's like right above you. Like, and I was just like, yeah, I can't do this. And like, I'm sure other people like have different experiences, but it's like, I've lived in generational households like mainly my whole life, bro. There's nothing private about that at all. Like, everybody's up in your business, everybody knows what you're up to. And so I just couldn't imagine, like, I don't know, like, living with, like, a mother or father-in-law and, like, consistently fucking to the point you get pregnant, and, like, they just know that that's, I don't know, and, like, maybe I'm overthinking it, but I'm just like, and, like, it's normal. Like, I don't think sex is taboo in the slightest. Like, I wish people were more kind of cool about it. Because, like, people will say they're cool, and then, like, I'll start talking about it, and they're like, this is making me feel weird. Like, oh, so make me out to be the freak, even though you legitimately, like, said you were cool with it. Okay. That hasn't happened a lot, by the way. If it happened repeatedly, then I'd probably be more like, what did I do? But, I don't know, I'm just, like, a very, like, I think sex-positive person, just because I grew up in an area that was very, like, no sex, never. That's disgusting. Even when you're married, you don't do that type of shit. So. And that's probably why we have, like, so many people who were pregnant as teenagers in our area. Which, also not dogging on that. Like, support the teen who's pregnant, but just don't support, like, teen pregnancy type of thing. Am I using a different color? I think I am. it's just different. I don't know. No, I totally was. Fuck. But anyway, so I don't know. I just like, that's like my thought. Like, and again, I'm not judging these people. It probably sounds like I am, but I'm not. I just like, that's like a me thing. Like, because like my grandparents, when they thought I was hunching downstairs, I literally wanted to kill myself. And like, was I? No comment. But like, but it's also weird because like, I never dated men like prior to meeting Kiera. Like, I've always been with women, and when I would bring women home, no commentary on it. I'd have girls sleep over, no commentary on it. But the moment this dickhead, you know, shows up and is like, yeah, I'm gonna be spending the night, they're like, y'all, like, what the fuck? And again, like, I get it, like, you know, and I'm sure if I was a parent, or like, because they really are my parents, like, they're the ones who essentially raised me rather than my own. So it's like, and I don't know if I ever told y'all about this, but like, my grandpa pulled me aside and was like, I don't want him sleeping in the same like room as you, you know. And like, it's his house, like, so I wasn't about to be like arguing about it, but I was like, why would you say something now rather than like when he first started coming over or some shit? Because like, I think at this point, like, we had been together for like a few months, and funny enough, he was living in the city we're living in now. I lived in the middle of ass fuck nowhere, and so it was just like weird. And then he ended up apologizing, saying like he didn't mean that, and like he just knew it was wrong the moment he said it, which like is very sweet. But at the same time, I was like, it's your home. Like, if you're not comfortable with that, like, don't, you know, don't say you are. Like, it's fine. Because I think he felt like I moved out because they said that, which wasn't inherently true. I moved out because I got a job, and I didn't want to commute like 30 minutes or like 45 minutes every day. And then also, again, I had to come on privacy because, like, I don't know, I'm not really into having people hear me do things, you know, personally. I think that's just, you know, between me and God. Not really, but you know what I mean. But yeah. Basically, all that to say, I just wouldn't want to do that. Like live with like my parents and knowing I'm, you know, sleeping sexually with people in that home and they know. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's different. Because, like, I have the type, and I'm not trying to, like, dog on my mom when I'm saying this, the type of mom who kind of sees me more as, like, a friend rather than a child at times. And so she will share, like, very, like, TMI shit with me, you know, because for the most part, like, that was not, you know, her being a mom to me at times just wasn't the type of relationship dynamic we had. I was just more of like a friend to her. And so it's just like, maybe like that is something that's normal once you get a little bit older. And so it's like not that serious, but like, I've just always been like, ew, don't tell me about that, mommy. That's weird. Like, I don't want to hear what you're up to, truthfully. And I don't think I want to share what I'm up to. Also, truthfully. But that's just me. Everybody's different, and relationships are different, so. But I say that because, like, I know a few people who are, like, anyway, I was saying that because there's this person I went to high school with that's announcing, like, their second kid. And, like, I think her and her husband, which she's not gonna see this, so I don't care. Like, he's like a fucking freak, and like literally has had several charges and allegations that were true but dropped because the police department in that area is like nasty as hell. And she decided to marry him, even though she knew. And one of the people who spoke out was a friend of hers. Imagine how fake that must how horrible that must feel for that individual. I'm trying to find like this nice white. Oh, I'll just use my highlighter. But anyway, horrible man, and he's like, I've always been the like type of person to be like, you know, looks aren't everything. I get that, like, and that's why women and men are with ugly ass people all the time. Like, and just because it's like not like my thing doesn't mean it can't be somebody else's thing. It's like I'm never trying to yuck somebody's yum, but like this is what doesn't make sense to me. Okay, looks aren't there. Well, is their personality? No. Okay, well, are they a good, nice individual? No. Okay. Well, oh, you know what? Maybe their sex life is like really popping, like it's good. What the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing? And then it's like, okay, well, are they loaded? Like, do they make a lot of money? No. What the fuck are you doing with them? And if this applies to you, I'm sorry, but like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm not saying like you should look at a relationship like what benefits you, but like there needs to be some sort of like benefit, right? And I don't think that's like selfish or weird to say. Like it needs to go both ways in some aspects. And there's not like, I see like a lot of these people who like go like, well, you know, we've had our ups and downs. Yeah, because one of you is like all that and the other literally does nothing and is a horrible individual. Like, no shit, you're gonna have ups and downs. They don't care about you. They see you as an object and like a trophy because they're so ugly and sick and twisted. Like, I feel like I mainly see that with like women, I think, do that. Like they pick these, what's the word? Charity cases. There we go. Stop doing that. Like, you're hot. Be with someone who's hot. Here we go. I do this like inner corner shit. But it's just like, y'all are scaring me. Like, please. Please. Okay. I don't know, I just don't get it. And like, I'll be honest, like, I have looked back on some of my relationships and been like, yeah, that person that I was with is not really like a conventionally attractive person. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I think a lot of people who are not conventionally attractive are pretty attractive. But there's a relationship that I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? Genuinely, because like I said, where there was no benefit for me in the slightest, and there really was only a benefit for them, and it stressed me out the entire relationship, like on all the things that I had to do for them. And what did they do in return for me? Treat me like shit. Stalk me. Like, it's insane. And it's like, it was a really good learning opportunity because I was like, oh, I'm just, you know, I'm never gonna do that again. And I haven't, and I won't. And like, I feel like I'll kind of like talk to people and like, they'll be like, oh, your standards are high. And it's like, this is bare minimum. Like, I'm literally just saying like, I don't want to be with someone who doesn't appreciate me, doesn't care for me, isn't gonna say like crazy shit, doesn't hate like minorities, and I don't know, will treat me and think of me. That's like so, like the bar is below. And some of y'all can't even do that. Like, what the, and it's like, what are you, like, there's no words for it, truthfully. I don't have words. It just, like, it makes me mad, not only for, like, the individual that's in the relationship, but then it also, like, makes me mad at that individual, because it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you? maybe that's shitty to say. I don't know. What I will say is, oh shit, I'm about to drop something. Okay, I got it. I think, ow, okay. It's just like, I can't handle that. Like, I can't. Okay, I know I have lash glue, so no lashes, even though it would eat so hard with this. I'm gonna try and do mascara. Oh, my glasses. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it's, and again, like, I try to not be like, I don't know, like, saying that a relationship is transactional is kind of weird in a way, but at the same time, like, you, like, when people talk about, like, relationship issues and shit like that, I'm just like, you probably just shouldn't be together. Like, there might be some things here and there, like, you're gonna argue over, you might have an issue with. I would say, like, 99.9% of the shit, though, that I do hear about, it's like, that person does not fuck with you and does not care about you. Like, that's literally, truthfully what it comes down to for me. Because if they cared about you, if they loved you, this just wouldn't even be, like, it wouldn't be an argument, it'd be a conversation. It wouldn't be something you guys struggle with, it would be a conversation. But that person is not giving you a conversation, they're not having that conversation with you because they don't give a shit about you. You see what I'm, like, you see, like, that's kind of, like, the point I'm trying to drive, like, I don't know. I think people get just really defensive, which I get it, like, nobody wants to hear that their relationship is not, like, the best or whatever, but it's like, somebody's gotta wake you up, like, my cat is kind of tweaking out, so. This is normally when she gets her nighttime zoomies, so. Sorry if it's, like, loud. Bro, why is it, like, only going? I'm trying to get, like, these little lashes up here to. Okay, I'm just gonna give myself spider lashes without trying. But anyway, like, I don't know, and, like, I'm not saying I have a perfect relationship or anything, but it's certainly not, like, causing me so much stress that I'm, like, I'm not thinking, like, oh my god, are we gonna break up, or, like, I'm not crying to, like, a friend every day, or every other day, or at all, really, about, like, something that he said, or, you know, rubbed me wrong, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not normal. Like, that's not normal. That's not, like, something that you, oh, well, it's just, like, part of a new relationship. No, that person doesn't give a fuck about you. Like, and, like, sure, there's maybe some context with some shit, but, like, I shit you not, majority of people just, like, don't understand that people don't care. Like, and that, like, a lot of people just want to have sex or just want to be with somebody because they are just don't want to be alone, and I think that's fine as long as you're upfront about it. But, like, a lot of people, so I think, like, just don't even realize that that's what they want, and that's what causes issues. I don't know. Like, again, I'm not some fucking marriage counselor, whatever bullshit, but I feel like I can spot a few problem issues, like, pretty quickly. Because, I mean, like, I don't know, I feel like I grew up around, like, a lot of very dysfunctional relationships, like, that my mom was having, or just, like, other family members would kind of bring up. And so it's just, like, that's just always been something that, like, I won't do. Like, you put your hands on me, I'm done. Like, no, nothing. Like, it's not even a thought for me. You raise your voice at me, I'm done. Not even a thought for me. You know, you make me feel unsafe in any capacity. Not even a thought. I'm done. I'm not going through what I went through as a kid again. Sure as hell, if I'm gonna be with you, not gonna put, like, any eventual family that I might have in the same fucking situation that I was in for fucking years. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like maybe this is like too out there, I don't know, but like people who stay in that shit like that and they have like, what do you see? What the fuck is my eyelash doing with that? People have like kids and shit, and I understand it's not easy and like it's all super contextual, so please bear with me with that, but like maybe it was karma stopping me from saying what I was going to say, but essentially what I was trying to say is that I think it's a little selfish in a way to stay in some of these relationships, especially if you have like people depending on you, like dependents, like children, because they're witnessing that and they are also victims of like what's going on in that situation, right? So I don't know, like, and like I in a way, like, yes, I learned from that, and I learned that that's not appropriate and that's not okay to tolerate, but like I had to tolerate that as well as like my mom did. You know what I'm saying? Like I was not just a witness. Does that make sense? So I don't know. That's just my take on it. I don't. I'm so sorry. She is like absolutely going for it tonight, but I just don't get it, and I probably won't, and that's okay. And I feel like a lot of people, when they talk about it, it's like you just haven't been in that situation, and it's like technically that's true. Like but I was on the child side, and you know, I don't know. And I get it, like it's not easy, like you gotta get resources. It's not just like you can get up and leave a lot of the times, but like in my mom's situation, she could, you know, she had family that would 1,010% take her in and did want to help and actually begged her to not only begged her to not even marry my dad, but like literally consistently was like, come home, like we don't like how he treats you, we don't like how he treats the kids. Like they saw it, and yet, so I don't know. That's just me. And that's why it kind of like irks me to see people that I grew up with in these types of situations, and they start bringing like, and I'm not saying the people who are having kids are that exact people, but the one I am talking about, like, if that person does so many horrible things to other individuals, sorry, I just put her in another room because it's like getting bad, but like essentially my point is like if he's proven, like this man, that he's proven that he's not a safe individual, he's not someone who cares for women and is trustworthy, and like women would not feel comfortable around him because of what he has done to women, what makes you think he's going to be a good father to any type of children, let alone like what if you have a girl, like, and that's another thing I've seen kind of online in general, is women are making commentary on how weird it is for men to be fathers to girls, like bathing them or changing diapers and things like that. What type of man are you marrying? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was a kid that went through, you know, that, and I would not dare marry someone that I would not feel comfortable and confident with, that they are not being a fucking weirdo freak. And I understand some people are like crazy about that shit, like you would have never guessed type of thing, but like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I would see the signs. Like I would know as someone who's been through that, like see the signs in my child or something like that. But it's just like, if you can't trust your own partner, or like you have someone in your family you wouldn't trust, why are you engaging with them? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get it. And it's like, that's sad. Like it's weird and it's sad. Like the like over sexualization, I think in general is just, it's heartbreaking to me. So yeah, I don't know, but this bitch, she was like, blame mom forever, so I think she's having 2 boys. But then it's like, that also kind of irritates me and like bothers me, because it's like, okay, so you're bringing 2 little boys into this world with the father as an example, great. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just also, like, I don't know. And I understand people much younger than I do have children. People who are my age have children, and it's not a problem. I just, like, I don't feel like mentally I am developed enough to have a child. I don't. I think there's much more in life that I need to know. I think that there is more experiences I need to have. Like, just so much that I could say on why I would not want a baby right now. And then, because it's not just going to be a baby. Like, I have to be prepped to answer hard questions and be prepped to explain the world to a child. Especially in this type of fucked up, like, shit's going on in the world right now. Fuck no. Are you kidding me? Like, and that's what's so crazy is I see some of these individuals who are having children that I grew up and I knew, and I'm like, you, like, you're not even, I don't know, like, it just is crazy to me. And I'm sure, like, I'm not saying that it's not going to make them, like, good parents or things like that. Like, I think age doesn't really constitute what's going to make you a good parent, but I do think experiences within life that aids that. You know what I mean? And my mom has talked about it because she was a teen mom. You know, she had me freshly 18 years old, you know, and she had to hide me too because she went to a very Christian high school, and they wouldn't let you graduate if they found out you were, like, pregnant during attendance. She had to hide it. So it's just like, you know, I don't understand it. I don't understand the rush to have children. And I think, like, one day it'd be amazing to be a dad. Like, I'd love to, and maybe this is selfish, but, like, I would love to be the father that I didn't get to have, you know? I would love to be a safe figure, you know, for a child, and I'd love to give that love and affection to a kid that, as a child, I did not receive. But, like, right now, are you kidding me? Like, I don't know. Like, and it's so crazy to even think for a second that my mom was, like, younger than what I am now and had, like, a kid that she had to, like, deal with, and she had postpartum, you know, like, the depression and, like, all this crazy shit, and she just, like, I can't even imagine, you know what I'm saying? I just couldn't, you know? Wow, it just it's insane to me. Like, just kind of blunting that a little bit, but, like, it's just, like, I don't know. Again, I'm not trying to shame anybody who has kids, like, or multiple kids or anything like that. I think, if anything, I'm impressed. I'm, like, really more impressed with, like, the way that people just do it. Like, it's second nature, because it's just not, I think that, or maybe that's how it works, because I don't know, I'm not a parent, but, like, is it just something that kind of, like, you just gotta do it and it happens, or, like, you know, I don't know, like, if you're a parent, let me know, like, did you do, like, classes, did you do, like, therapy before you had kids, was it something that was planned, was it not, you know, type of thing, because I feel like a lot of pregnancies around me, they're not planned, they're not thought out, and I'm not saying that that doesn't mean that it's an unwanted pregnancy or anything like that. Definitely not what I'm trying to say, but I am just trying to say, like, as somebody, I guess, like, who can't have biological children of, you know, my own, you know, that's something that we would have to plan if we ever did, which realistically, the conversations that we have with each other, I don't think he is really interested in having children, which is fine. I think one of those people that is just like, I'm cool with whatever my partner wants, and I also think, again, like, as much as I would love to be a dad, I think I have a lot that I need to work through, and who knows if that's something I will ever fully be able to work through to have a kid, you know, because I feel like it would be selfish of me to not work through those things and try and raise a child, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's kind of like why I'm very impressed with people who will get pregnant and they're like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and it's like, wow, like, and it's just like, wow, like, you just start doing that type of thing, you know what I mean? I don't know. maybe I'm saying it out of like envy too, because like I think it would be cool to be a parent, like and I really mean that, but it's just at the same time like it's like a double-edged, I don't know what the fuck the term is, like I don't think that's actually what I'm trying to say is, but it's just like, I don't know, maybe it's because I know that something probably realistically is not gonna ever be me, and so I'm just like seeing that with people that I knew or know do it, that I'm like maybe a little judgmental on, of like thinking that they're not going to be the best parents, and I'm like, well, I could, but it's like, well, you could what, you know? I don't know, maybe it's a little too self-aware, but I just think it's crazy, because like at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is you shouldn't be in a shitty relationship and think kids are going to fix it, or like, because I mean, like, it's just going to be nasty for you, and then eventually for that kid at some point. And then like, I try not to feel guilty, but at the same time, like, my mom had a full ride to college, full ride, and she had a future that she desired, and she got pregnant with me, and then decided she's gonna have me and move forward. You know, she didn't get to go to college when she wanted to. She got stuck in a very abusive relationship, and then had another child within that same relationship, when she could have been just attending college. You know, by the time she had my little brother, she could have been graduating college. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't think like a small mistake like that should affect your life forever, because that's what it is. It's not just like a little baby. It's a responsibility for the rest of your life. So, and I do feel guilty in a way, like, because I feel like people, when they talk like about like abortion or something, they're like, your mom could have aborted you. I would love to see where that woman would have been if she had, truthfully. I don't like, and it doesn't make me sad to think that I wouldn't exist, like, or anything like that. It makes me sad that knowing that my existence costed her, you know, what she wanted out of her life. And that does make me feel bad. And then like, and that's another thing I like kind of think on, like when people like, I don't know, like don't go through with it and like put their life on hold for kids, is like your kids are gonna know that you did that. And that, I don't know, like, don't you feel weird kind of putting guilt on something that's not even like here yet? Like, I don't know, and everybody's thought process is different with it, obviously. I respect that like people don't agree with abortion, if that makes sense, but I don't respect people trying to make it hard to get an abortion or anything like that, because it's all about the ability to choose that you don't agree and choose that you would not get an abortion. You know, because I've known people who've gotten them and have needed them, and it's only benefited their lives, and you know, it's benefited their lives by moving on. And it's not like it was super easy and like they just feel so amazing. You know, it was a hard decision, you know, to come to, and I'm sure it does something that they think about often, you know. Yeah, like I know I had like my own pregnancy scare before I had a hysterectomy, and I knew what would happen if I actually was pregnant, that I would have to get an abortion, because first of all, no way I'm about to be one of those trans dudes that are pregnant. Like, full respect to those men, but like, not me. Fuck no. People are so disrespectful already. Like, I would not. But on top of that, like, I just don't think I mentally could handle that. And also, like, no, like, my brain hasn't even fully developed. I have so much shit I want to do. I barely can afford feeding myself, my cat, and my partner with bills. Adding a newborn baby, like, do you know how expensive, like, formula is right now? Just baby shit in general. Oh my god, like, a fucking baby t-shirt's like $10. $10 for a shirt that they're gonna grow out of in like 3 months. Get fucked. Get fucked. Like, and then do you know how expensive giving birth to a baby is? And that's without complications. Without complications. Like, get the hell out of my face, bro. And like, there's so much with pregnancy stuff that's insane. Like, oh my god, it's insane. Like the shit that I've heard, and like But like postpartum depression, like you can get psychosis, you can have all these types of medical shit happen. Like, bro, there are people that steal babies. That happened here in Ohio. These nurses would tell women that their babies died, and they would, like, they sold them up, like, said that they were up for adoption and sold them. So I think that women having a choice to not go through that shit is so valid, like, that it's insane that people debate on that subject. Like, that's just me. But I don't know why the fuck I dived into that, but did. Do some blush. I think it's definitely brought back color into my face, just because of the amount of blending that I've had to do to probably remove that foundation. But these take me forever to open. But these nails, super cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm like trying not to stab the powder with this nail. It's kind of difficult. Because I'm a very naturally like red person, I really do kind of go heavy on blush because I'm like a red person naturally, so it just makes sense for me to kind of add that type of like rosacea color back. Cause you know, it's so crazy. I used to hate that shit so bad. I used to be so embarrassed. And like sometimes I still am, but like I think it suits me pretty well. Weather's been so fucking crazy here. You guys don't know, I live in Ohio, and I feel like the weather is always fucking insane here. Bro, we've had so many tornado warnings in the past like few weeks, and like just the storms have been so crazy. But I love it because I sleep so fucking good when it's storming. I love a storm. I just don't love, I do not love when it's like the power goes out, because then I can't sleep. I don't know about you, but like I cannot sleep when the power's out. Like I have whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I have my ears ring very bad, and when it's too quiet, it makes me actually want to be shot point blank. It's awful. It's seriously so bad. And so like I always like in here I have a fan going, but it's off right now. Like the only time I do it is like if I'm doing ASMR, I keep it off. In my bedroom I have a white noise machine plus a noisy ass, loud ass, old ass box fan. And then like it's just always something, like if I'm in the bathroom, the big fan is on, like in there. Like I cannot be somewhere where it's quiet. And I just don't do well in environments like that. So when the power is out and everything is just dead fucking silent, like there's not like some sort of background noise, I can't sleep. Like it just gives me anxiety, so I just lay there and I'm like, but normally when I know it's gonna storm really bad, I'm pretty prepped. I'll like fully charge my phone or my iPad, and then I have this Spotify podcast where it's just like this box fan noise, because I can't sleep like if I don't have it. This makeup look is actually really cute. I think it's more red and pink in person, but in the camera I look good. And that's all I need. Okay. Trying to figure out what like lip combo I want to do. I really want to get more liner. I think that liner looks so good, but I feel like I haven't found something for me, because like I feel like when I see lip combo recommendations on like TikTok or stuff, it's not white people, and And so I'm like, okay, that's gonna look really good on you, but that's probably gonna look like I have shit on my mouth. So, you know, because I love like the darker lip combos, but I just don't think they look that good on white people. And that's okay. Not everything's meant to look good on me. But also, like, fuck y'all, look, it's fucking good. I do kind of want to try. I saw like, I think it's MAC who put out like lip combo bags. I kind of wanted to try that. I haven't bought makeup in so fucking long. I love this liner though. It's like almost the exact color of my lip, like my natural lip. This is the shade MPL06 Nude Pink. And it's my NYX, or NYX. I don't know how you pronounce it. I've heard both. I just like smoothing it out. And this makes my teeth look yellow. It's because they are though. It kind of cracks me up when people are like, oh, my lips look so yellow. And it's like, mine are literally yellow. I mean, like, everybody's is to like a certain degree. Oh, I just lip overlined that so bad. I got like a double lip line. That's another thing about facial hair I don't like. I don't like this little, what the fuck, boss. This little area right here. I hate that little hair. I hate like the little hair that gets there. Okay, me trying to fix that made that worse, so I'm just gonna pretend it's not. I look like that fucking dude from Monsters Inc., bro. Like, that fucking... Oh my god, how did I fuck that up? Fuck. I don't have like a makeup wipe or anything nearby. I'm just wiping foundation off. It looks like my lip is swollen. Whatever. Okay, you know that I tried my best. I'm just gonna do this Ren Beauty lip oil or whatever because I hate this and I just want it to be gone. This was like literally the worst makeup product I think I've actually ever spent money on. Like, that's not like a drugstore makeup. Like, I'm actually so mad that I even bought this because the reviews on these like lip oils were so good because like of that like applicator and stuff. So I was like, okay, yeah, I really like the concealer I got from this brand because I think it's owned like by Ariana Grande, which no comment on Ariana Grande actually because I don't shit on women, but yeah, makeup is okay except for that. I hate that, but the concealer, if you guys have not tried that, I'm like a very red pinky person. It's a very, very great match. I don't normally use it because I use that like every day, so I don't use it for like my makeup videos because it's expensive. It's like 22 bucks, I think, for like a little pop. But yeah, and I didn't even do your fucking lip combo, did I? Because I'm an asshole. But yeah, I really do want to buy new makeup, like, so bad. Sometimes I go on like Ulta or Sephora's website and I just add shit to my cart like I'm made out of money. I do that all the time on other websites too, and I just delete it. I also do that like on like I used to do that on Temu, but I deleted Temu because, bitch, I knew like the tariffs and shit was like bad and it's gonna be a big impact. Tell me why everything on Temu is like fucking $8 now instead of like, you know, like literally below $1. Crazy. I don't know if you've been on there to see that. I should have done an order. And the crazy thing is I don't think I ever ordered anything. Yeah, I don't think I ever even did a team order. So I'm so pissed at myself for like not ever doing it before this shit happened. But I think a lot of people are hoping it goes away. I don't really know what to expect. Honestly, every time I'm told like it's gonna be fine, something else fucking happens and then it's not fine both ways. So I'm just, I have learned to stop engaging in any type of content really regarding it. That's probably very privileged to say, but I mean, what the fuck am I gonna do about it? I've done what I can, you know, I casted my vote, I've protested when the chances are there, and that's all I can do for the most part. I just stubbed my fucking finger. But yeah, that's the look. I think we look really good. The nails and everything. Oh my god. I don't know if it's because it's like the warm weather or anything, but I've been wanting a tattoo so fucking bad recently. And I have no fucking money. Because again, I want to buy a house. So what's the priority here? A tattoo or a house? It's the house, obviously. Fuck, I want a tattoo so bad. I have like a few different ideas what I want right now. Because I only have two. And I really want another one. But I need to get one of my tattoos fixed probably before I get an actual new one. Because it's this, I don't know, I can't really show you to you. Like, look how fucking nasty, shitty, fucked up that is. But, and then, I don't know if I showed you guys my other tattoo. It's up on this arm. Ring fatty, but it's this little mouse with some blackberries. Can't see him very well because yeah, but he needs some lotion. But I got him by done by an apprentice, and it was amazing. I loved the experience. I don't know if she really liked me, but she was great. And I got this one done by like a professional traveling like artist. And my mom also got a tattoo by him same day. Looked great. This one looked like fucking shit. So, but whatever. It happens, I guess. Cosmic karma for something I must have did. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I went over a fucking butt fuck amount of things today. And it's so funny because I had like such an amount of things I wanted to talk about that I know I didn't go over. So, but because I get all over the place and I can't tell a story for the life of me. But I hope you guys enjoyed.